Okay, today we're diving into a really fascinating AI called ByteMeBot. And what's so interesting is not just what it does, but a really strange design choice that kind of breaks all the rules we've come to expect from modern AI.
So imagine you're practicing a presentation, and an AI gives you this piece of feedback. It's sharp, it's hilarious, and it's brutally honest. This is exactly what ByteMeBot has become known for. But that brings up a really interesting question. I mean, seriously. We're in an era where every AI assistant, from Siri to Alexa, is designed to sound as human as possible. So why would a bot that's this clever, this witty, be deliberately made to sound so, well, so robotic? That's the big mystery we're going to unpack here.
And the answer is pretty surprising. This is not a glitch. It's not a technical problem or some throwback to old school tech. No, this is a very calculated, very deliberate, and kind of genius creative strategy.
That's right. The monotone voice, that clunky delivery, it's all on purpose. It's a key part of what makes ByteMeBot not just a unique character, but honestly, a funnier comedian.
So let's break down the method behind this monotone madness, right? There are actually 3 key reasons why this choice, which seems so counterintuitive, works so incredibly well. It really all boils down to these 3 things. First, in a world full of generic AI voices, this one stands out. It's just distinctive branding. Second, the robotic deadpan delivery actually makes the jokes land harder. It's comedy gold. And third, and this is the really clever part, it totally changes how we think about the AI itself. There's some amazing psychology going on here. By leaning into the robot sound, ByteMeBot completely dodges the uncanny valley. You know that creepy feeling you get when something is almost human, but just not quite right? Well, this bot's voice is a huge signal that says, hey, I'm an AI. And because of that, if a joke doesn't land perfectly, we don't see it as a failure. We see it as a charming little quirk. It's a brilliant move that makes its imperfections totally endearing. Okay, so the character design is just brilliant. We get it. But how does this all translate into an actual product? Let's take a look at what the ByteMeBot experience is really all about. The whole app is built on 3 main pillars. First, it's your personal AI comedy coach, giving you tailored feedback. Second, it's a practice arena, a totally safe space to try out your material. And third, and this is a really cool twist, it's a crypto economy that actually pays you for being funny. Yeah, this whole economy runs on something called the ByteMe token. When you tell a great joke that gets rated highly by the AI and by other users, you earn these tokens. You can then use them to tip other comedians you like on the platform or to unlock premium features. It's a real, actual reward for getting funnier. Now, a quirky AI and a crypto token. It all sounds pretty interesting, but does it actually work as a business? Well, the proof is in the punchlines, and let me tell you, the numbers are seriously impressive. Get this. In just 6 months, they've pulled in over 15,000 users. That's a huge number of people who are actively signing up to get roasted by a robot. But here's the stat that really blows my mind. 78% of those users are still active. That kind of retention is practically unheard of for an entertainment app. It just goes to show that people are finding real, lasting value here. And this all creates an incredibly powerful business model. It only costs them about $2.50 to get a new user, but that user, on average, goes on to generate $47 in value. That's a fantastic return. So you can see how this formula positions them perfectly to go after a piece of the $2.8 billion market for tools that help people improve their public speaking and their humor. So look, this isn't just about a funny little app. ByteMeBot has a much bigger vision. It's really about changing who gets to be funny in the first place. The creators just put it so perfectly. For centuries, right? We've seen comedy as this thing that's gatekept by natural talent. You either have it or you don't. But ByteMeBot challenges that idea head-on. By giving people the tools and a safe space to practice, it's trying to democratize humor, to make it a skill that literally anyone can learn. And that leaves us with a really fascinating final thought. We're starting with comedy, a skill that requires nuance, timing, reading an audience. If an AI can successfully coach us on that,
What other essential human skills are next? Storytelling, charisma, creative thinking? The possibilities are just as profound as they are exciting to think about.